Thank you all so much for joining us today on InStyle Atlanta. Hello, my name is Merete.
I'm Skye.
And I'm your girl, Shayla Raye.
And again, you are watching InStyle Atlanta. Let's get into this because we have so many hot topics. Whew, I don't even think you're ready. So, Skye, what's going on in the music scene?
Oh my gosh. Yeezy. Oh my goodness. All week long. Now, I don't know if you guys are up on Yeezy and his Twitter post, but all week long, this man clearly, he's in another one of his episodes. As we know, he is suffering from bipolarism. Is that a thing? But he is bipolar. So on the 14th, so this is where Kanye decided to dig into the music industry a little bit. And he came out with these statements on his Twitter post saying that he wanted to see everyone's contracts at Universal and Sony. He did not want to see his people enslaved. He felt like he's putting his life on the line for his people. And that also the music industry, as well as the NBA, is a modern day slave ship. Now, and he closed that particular post with, "I am the new Moses." So that was, hold on, that was just day one. Okay. So, and like I said, this is an incredible roller coaster ride. And you almost kind of feel bad for him.
Yeah, can we talk about that really quick? Because I think with what he just said right there, some of it, and that's what's interesting about it, is it is, some of it is true. It feels
Girl, according to Kanye, slavery didn't exist. Now he's Moses. I can't keep up.
Listen, this is better than that. This is better than that. This is in a better, I mean, it's always around with some type of slavery, which is, I don't understand.
But hold on. Let me go on and finish, because like I said, this right here can probably take up the entire show today, and I really don't want it to, but it's just so much. And like I said, my heart just really kind of goes out for him, because it kind of really goes downhill from here. So then on the next day, now he's talking about the masters and how artists need to go ahead and own their masters, stating that Universal is not going to tell him how much his masters cost because they know that he can afford them. And then he proceeded to say, "Black masters matter." Then it gets even better. So clearly, I don't know what kind of time Kanye has, but so he had like 10 music contracts. This man posted every single last page from these contracts. That was and I counted it. It was 120 tweets of his contracts. Over 120. Crazy. And he was doing screenshots. He said, "Whoo, I'm tired of all these screenshots. I wonder why." Then later that day, so that was on the 16th, later that day, that's when we all saw the Grammy in his toilet that he decided to urinate on. I guess we all got that message there as to how he feels about that. And then he also vowed to get Jay-Z's and Taylor Swift's masters for them. So he's being very kind. Whew, like I said, it's an incredible roller coaster ride. Oh boy. Oh, so now that brings me to Yeezy deciding to launch Yeezy Christian Academy. Yes, he is going to have an academy. He posted the 5 founding pillars: faith, music, and he in this music goal, he has in the pillar, I should say, he has a goal of getting 100,000 voices together singing gospel in unison. Then going on to another pillar of communication, collaboration, and creativity. So there were a lot of fans' comments. Some people said that he is creating a cult. I mean, I don't know about Jim Jones and the grape juice here, but this is another one of, you can clearly see that he is in the middle of a severe bipolar episode. So, and that is not it. So there was a tweet that he also posted. This one was more so to his daughter, Northie. And I quote, now this tweet was deleted though. He quickly deleted it. But, you know, obviously the internet being the internet, people caught it. So this tweet said, Northie, I am going to war, putting my life on the line. And if I'm murdered, don't ever let white media tell you I wasn't a good man. When people threaten to take you out of my life, just know I love you. So I don't really know what to say about that one there. I can only imagine what Kim is going through. But when the fans caught hold of that particular tweet, a lot of them were worried because, as I said, he is in this, the downfall of the bipolar. It goes up and down. They go up and down, and he is like going down and just in crashing. So, but fans are obviously worried. And a source told People magazine that is, that Kim is feeling powerless and that she can only take so much of this. And apparently Kanye had promised Kim that he would take his meds. Clearly, the man is off his meds. There was at one point, Twitter banned Kanye for 24 hours from all of the music industry posts that he made. One in particular where he posts information about a Forbes content editor. He put the guy's phone number out there. So from that, they had to take down that post and ban him for 24 hours. But immediately Kanye bounced back and posted the rest of the tweets that I've read. So my question to you ladies, do you think that Kanye should, that Twitter should, you know, pull him from Twitter? Should he be banned from Twitter?
If they banning Kanye, they gonna ban the president too?
No.
Exactly. So no, absolutely not. Listen, free speech. Let him have his episode. Let him have it.
I think, you know, it's his voice. I mean, he's not hurting anybody, but he is exposing himself. And honestly, I prefer that. That's one thing I respect about the president. He's not hiding his bigotry, his racism, or anything that he feels. He's honest about it, and he's forthcoming about it. And that's what we're seeing from Kanye. So if seeing this will help us really understand that this man is not ready, because there are going to be some ignorant people who feel, oh, because I love his music, maybe I'll vote for him. Or he has a huge following of people who are truly loyal to him. So we need to see the manic state that he's in.
Right, but even outside of that, Shayla, though, this is his personal life, and I feel like it should be personal, and Kim can only do so much. Like for me, reading these, I feel so bad because people are poking fun at him. When you go through these, people are like, oh, Taylor Swift is better than you. Taylor Swift's music is better. And I know that comes with being a celebrity, but anything can set these people who are bipolar into like this whole other tailspin, really affecting him. And now, God forbid, I don't want him to do something that maybe takes his life or anything if it could have been stopped.
Well, what can stop it? You're saying that him not being on Twitter could potentially stop it, because it's not going to stop unless he decides that he's going to take his meds. I know it's really hard for adults, especially when you're in a relationship with somebody, you can't control them. Even if they're in a manic state, it's really not much you can do.
Kim needs to just take his dang phone and say, no, Kanye, you're on punishment.
I mean, at this point, I know I would have. I took his phone, changed the passwords. You just
something. That's your husband.
It's not just that it's my husband, but you're also the father of my children. And I think the thing that would like set me to be like, okay, it's time for me to intercede. Like, okay, you want to pee on your Grammy? Cool. You want to post all the 128 pages of the contract? Fine. you're posting things about my child and telling her and freak, like she can read. So you're telling her if I die, it's because of white media, but know what type of man I am? No, at that point, I would have deleted it and your Twitter and your phone and all the things because you can't be trusted. Because now you're putting my child in harm's way. And that's where I definitely will draw the line. Period.
And the crazy thing is, you know, obviously Twitter is going to reap the benefits of this because, I mean, just all the views and all the comments. I mean, it's ridiculous. Why? Because it's like a reality show that you're just scrolling through at somebody else's expense.
Now, you know what makes me wonder, though? So it's interesting because I think we've gotten some things wrong here. So I think, like, we always kept saying that, you know, Kanye West became crazy or by like whatever negative stigma that we've been giving him, right? That happened once his mother died. I think, his mom is the reason why we didn't see it before, because I have a feeling his mama was keeping him on the meds. And now that she's not here, there's no one to check him to be like, have you taken your meds? Then it's time to do it. Or like, you know, maybe she didn't even check him. Maybe she just made him a smoothie every day and his meds was in the smoothie. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you know.
I mean, you could be right, but I also think that celebrity just, you know, comes with a lot. And I think, you know, if you don't have a foundation or you don't have a true support, I mean, we're seeing it even with Tamar, and I've been watching her show, and it's just been devastating and sad to see that, yes, she's gained fame and notoriety, but who she is as a person has changed so much.
But no, this is different. It's not the same kind of thing, Shayla. This is more of a real disorder. I don't know if Tamar suffers from bipolar. Is she bipolar?
I don't know exactly what form of mental illness, but even her sister.
But this is not because of him being a celebrity. Because a lot of people that have bipolar disorder, for whatever reason, they get extremely everything is like revolving like around God and very religious. And it's a yes, because I have seen it. I've experienced this firsthand. And I don't know why that is. But it happens. So this is not because of his celebrity. It just so happens to be that he's also a celebrity. But this disorder is really getting out of control. And when you're an adult and you have this disorder, it's very hard to get them to even know that they have a problem. They don't know that.
We can't say that.
So I'm just glad that he's taking care of his kids, because you do have people who have this disorder and they don't take care of their children.
I understand. Your
I'm so sorry. It's just this is because it goes beyond a celebrity that's gone mad.
Well, I think it's a bigger thing, right? Like, I think the thing that we're not talking about, and let's just call the elephant out of the room. The biggest thing is that there is a huge stigma in the Black community about mental health.
Yes.
And because of that stigma, we are not taking things seriously. There's a great resource, Black Mental Health Alliance. They literally match people to make sure that they find a Black psychiatrist or psychologist to help with the stigma. But the bigger issue is in order for this to change, and in order for there to be like a real impact in our community, because I do think Tamar suffers from, I mean, right, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I can say I'm a WebMD expert though. So based on that, right, I would say that, you know, she to me seems like she suffers from depression or some form of depression, right? And so that's like another mental illness challenge, but we don't talk enough about that. And in the Black community, as much trauma as we have experienced with PTSD and all the other things that come with being a Black person in America, right? These are things that we just have to make sure that there is an avenue for us to do that. Because I feel like Kanye did have a good circle. Like, Jay-Z was his man. Like, him and Jay-Z were like, were very close. And Jay-Z's whole album, 444, one of my favorite albums of his, was talking about that whole entire process, about mental health, about what happens when you get yourself checked out, about when you face your demons, about like what, like all the joys that can come out of things when you take care of yourself fully. So, I mean, he has his support. This is what Kanye want to be. I just hope he drop out this race so that people aren't voting for him and we can get
Yeah.
some votes in the right direction and get this fool out of office. Those are just my thoughts. I don't know.
I agree. Yes. So we're gonna go on to the next. I got some more tea. I got my tea out.